Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Mm. Some days you just need that. Just turned around a little bit today, but still at Grandma's table. This is just the other view because during another meeting I have today, there will be people out and moving. And so I just set up like this early, I guess. But anyway, something that is has been impressed upon me spiritually is okay. So I was doing Jonathan Puddle's "You Are Enough" series. I've done it. I did it twice last year. It's really worth going through, and let alone going through more than once. It's just amazing. It's life changing, to be really, really honest. Oh, I haven't done my makeup yet. Life changing. So, one of the things he teaches us is to find a spiritually safe place. That could be a physical safe place, that could be an emotional and mental safe place, but find a safe place where you can be alone with Jesus. And so I have a physical safe place, if you will, a place where beauty reigns. And I went there, and in that process, God gave me the image of a spiritual, mental safe place. I can go anytime, anywhere because it's in my mind, and it's I can tell you more about it and the process of getting there. It sounds a little cheesy, but just bear with me. Remember, I'm a poet. Okay. So it is an old and ancient church. Just the sanctuary part. I don't see what it looks like outside. It's all the internal parts but there's no podium up at the front. Instead of a podium and a choir loft and a pipe organ, there's a massive stained window, and there's but no images in it, just glass. And then there's five. I almost want to call them thrones. It looks very Narnia-esque, as far as if you've ever seen the movie at the end where the first Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, where the four kids are getting crowned as kings and queens of Narnia. It's like that, but there's five. And in the middle throne sits Jesus. And then the other four thrones sit different parts of me. And then if you turn and face the pews, for lack of a better term, because they are pews, it is the term, sit all my emotions and thoughts and whatever that looks like. And then when I go there, I can sit and ask which emotions need to come to the front pew, right? Which ones need the attention? So the parts of me that are there on Jesus' left is Marilyn, the part that is my amygdala, the part that controls my thoughts and organizes me, keeps me safe. Beyond Marilyn is Mare, which is the fun, playful part of me, my inner child. Then on Jesus' right is Faith, and Faith is the true, authentic me when I am at complete peace with Jesus and my spirit is in tune with Holy Spirit. Beyond beyond Faith is Mom. And Mom is the administrator, the organizer, the one that showed up last night when my kitchen produced amazing amounts of food for the weekend and for the coming week, right? That's Mom. She's the organizer. She's the bookkeeper. She's the everything, right? So I know I've laid the foundation and it's getting long, but the other day when I went to this safe place and I was meditating on what was going on in my world, the two emotions that came to the front, there were actually four, because there's two that are twins and are always together, but then they are constantly tied with the other two. So the two, they're connected to, not chained to, but connected to. Okay, and these two emotions are called stress and strain. They are always present in the sanctuary of Marilyn. They are just part of life. They're connected to joy and hope. And the thing that connects them is their size. When stress and strain get really, really big, joy and hope get really, really small. They shrink. It's kind of an Alice in Wonderland thing. It's like they take the little drink of something and they grow, and then they take another drink of something and they shrink, and so the other ones can grow. So these guys are always the same size. If you have all four of them, they're always the same size. But the bigger the other two get, like proportionately, the other two shrink. So you have stress and strain, and you have joy and hope. And there were times when my stress and strain were so big, I actually asked, like in real life, a therapist to get rid of hope. Like, if you just take hope away from me, I have more room for real life. Because hope is often seen as not real life. But hope is real life. The good news of Jesus is not just good advice. This comes from N.T. Wright's book, On Earth as It Is in Heaven. It's not just, I think it's also Surprised by Hope. But it's not just good advice. This is how we live our lives. No, it's good news that there's a reason to live our lives, right? And so hope brings that we have a present, but we also have a future. And all of it is redeemable, and you can breathe even amidst the ridiculousness of the world. You can breathe because there is hope and there is joy. But when stress and strain are so big, hope and joy get tiny. So then the question I had for Jesus, I turned to him and I went, how do I shrink these guys down to size? Because they're huge and they're big and they cause Marilyn, the amygdala part of me, the one that keeps me safe, they cause her physical pain. Stress and strain. And Jesus just said, peace, come forward. You see, peace is the usher of this church. Peace is the one that leads people up and leads people down, and emotions. My brother says I Disneyfy everything, and I get that, but I am a poet, and this is how I think. And so peace came forward just on her own. And God said, you're what we need to focus on. And she just said to Jesus, then I'm going to keep focusing on you. And as soon as I took a deep breath, stress and strain got smaller, and joy and hope got a little bit bigger. Now, I'm not saying I can just poof, I'm at peace, I'm not saying that it's just easy to click off your anxieties. It takes work. It takes a purposeful focus on something. For me, that takes a purposeful focus on Jesus. Anyway, I'm sharing a little bit about my inner workings because I want you to have a safe place to go. I know this is a little longer. It's a little bit of a lesson, if you will, but it's a mental health practice that has really, really helped. And peace, she shuts all the other emotions down. And she says, okay, you've had your moment. It's time to sit down. And she's so gentle about it. So gentle about it. So, talk to your Creator. Audibly talk to Him and say, give me a safe place. Until then, you can steal mine and borrow it as long as you want. You're welcome there. But a safe place will bring you peace and help you process everything else that's going on. Because stress and strain are real. I may personify them, in order to understand them. But they're nothing to be afraid of. They really aren't. Anyway, may you find time today for some dreams and some coffee. Know that I love you. Mwah. Bye.